Welcome once again to the channel. This is Octane, and today I'm just showcasing the deck that I've been using since Thursday afternoon for the event. Now this deck it's primarily the deck that I showcase on possible deck combination with the addition of one card, which is Brothers in Banditry. So Brothers in Banditry is a really good commander card. It's not a Slayer card, but it's really useful. And what it does, it creates 6 Earth Power Gem 6s the next time this hero attacks. They have 300% increased damage and dispel blind and dodge. So you will dispel dodge with this card, so it's really good. Whenever this hero attacks, it creates 1 Earth Power Gem 4s for each commander on the team. So we only be creating 1 extra Power Gem simply because there's only 1 commander card on the team. But this is the reason why it's on the deck. At the start of each turn, it upgrades all Earth Power Gems 1 rank higher. It affects all gems below rank 5. So every Power Gem that's on the board that's below rank 5 will be upgraded to 1 level higher. So if you've got ordinary gems, it gets converted to Power Gem level 1. And that is what happens when you go into a battle. On turn 0, you will create gems passively with your relics. All of those will be upgraded. You also create power gems with your relics as well. So if you've got 12 or more power gems on the board, each one of your relics will create 1 power gem too. So you're creating power gem trees from there on in. Those will crush and you will create a row of power gem 6s. So you'll end up with 6 power gem 6s. That will add to the total damage of your deck. So we're going to go into a battle and we're going to see this combination in action. And what I've been doing, if we actually get a boss up that is over 17 trillion, I'll demonstrate the power of this deck. So we've got a boss here that is just over 2 quadrillion, and we're going to go straight in with 3 keys, and this should give us relatively a decent amount of damage depending on the placement of your power gems on the board and the level of power gems that we actually create. So we're going to go straight in, and you're going to see as soon as our relics populate the board, they're all upgraded to power gem level 1s. We've got a row of power gem level 6. We're going to activate all our cards. Rashmi and Prospectors and Protectors of Prosperity will also boost our deck, giving us a grand total damage of anywhere over, there we go, we got 1 quadrillion damage for Hard-Won Gorillas, 657 trillion for Protectors of Prosperity, giving us a 50% damage output. And this is, as you can see, we've done over, let's find Octane, we've done over 2 quadrillion damage, and that's pre-nuke. So if we managed to get the nuke off, we would have done an additional 5 quadrillion damage, because we've done 1 quadrillion with Hard-Won Gorillas, and that would be times 5 when the nuke goes off, so that would be 5 quadrillion. So this deck would have been able to deal just over 7 quadrillion. So you can see how powerful that combination was. Now before I added Brothers in Banditry, so this is a boss that's just over 258 trillion. We only need 1 key, and this 1 key is going to give us enough damage to take out this boss pre-nuke. So it's a really good deck with just 1 card added. So I was using a card to dispel blind and slumber, but I removed that card simply because even though I was doing pretty decent damage, so 170 trillion for Hard-Won Gorillas, which is quite powerful. So I was using an additional card, which I've still got on another combination, but I'm not really running that combination because it's not as powerful, and it's this one, Reaping Royalty. So Reaping Royalty was a card that was in that combination, but I removed that card from the combination simply because it only gave me 4 power gem 4s at the start of each turn, and that wasn't doing much for my combination. This combination is a combination that I tried out. It's not as powerful as this one, but the damage over a long period of time works out more. But as it's a sleigh event, you want to get in there as quick as possible, do as much damage as possible, and this deck does that. What this deck does is it goes in. If you manage to do over 1 quadrillion, if you get the nuke off, you do 5 extra quadrillion damage. That will give you anywhere from 20% to 50% damage on someone else's boss. If you're going up against your own boss, which is 17 quadrillion, what you can do is go in with 3 keys, do your first attack, get the nuke off, come back out, go back in again with 3 keys, get your nuke off. Once you get your nuke off, you've already obtained MVP, so you can then just play through the fight. The thing with this deck as well, the only card that is actually affected by slumber, the only card on the deck that is actually affected by slumber is Brothers in Banditry, where it is unable to upgrade all gems on the board to one rank higher. But you don't always get hit with slumber on all your cards. Some of the time 2 or 3 cards, probably 4 cards get hit with slumber. That's neither here nor there. Your deck will perform the same way. As I said, the first attack will be your biggest attack, and all subsequent attack after that will be dramatically reduced, because the first attack you get in 4,000% increase to your attack, and all subsequent attack after that will only be 400%, which is just 10% of the total damage that you were able to deal with your first attack. So this deck is quite powerful. It doesn't sustain the amount of damage that it can deal over a long period of time. However, if you die and revive, then you're able again to deal the massive damage that you dealt on turn 0. However, it's very difficult for this deck to die, as I found out, simply because you get a lot of heal from the deck. Now this one will give you resistance, which stops you from actually taking a lot of damage, and then the next passive heals for 3,000% of your recovery, and that's quite significant when it comes to this card, because it's at maximum and it heals for the total amount of recovery, which is 1,554, which is quite significant when you compare it with other cards on deck that does a heal as well. So this deck, it doesn't matter if I use Odd One Gorillas as the lead, because I tried using Odd One Gorillas as a lead, so I'll only get 300 damage and 300 HP for all Slayer heroes on the decks, which is far less than if I use, say, Brothers in Banditry. Protectors of Prosperity would give me 600% HP, which would be far more than what Hard One Gorillas give me. But still, even though I'm getting half the amount of HP, this deck still doesn't die that easily, unless the cards that heal, all the cards that heal get hit with slumber, then you will die, which is beneficial. Then you'll be able to do your 4,000% damage again. But it's not going to happen. It's a slay event. You go up against somebody else's boss, they're going to kill it quite quickly, because the bosses are dying quite quickly. So we've got a boss here that is just over 3 quadrillion. We're gonna go in with 3 keys, and with 3 keys we are able to do roughly about anything from 1.8 quadrillion damage to 2 quadrillion damage. Depends on, as I said, your gems, your power gems that you create, and the setup of your power gems when you actually swap them. So I'm gonna swap 2 biggest that I can find. So I'm gonna swap a 6 and a 10. That didn't happen. I swapped 2 6s. If I swap the 6 and 10, you get a better output. But we've got just over 746 trillion from Hard One Gorillas, which is enough with the nuke to take the boss out. So this deck, as I said, try it out if you've got these cards. It works really, really well. We aren't seeing any big bosses at the moment, so I'm not able to demonstrate the effectiveness of this deck up against a big boss. But I just want this video to be a quick video just to showcase what I've done with the deck and how I'm actually doing in the event. In the event, I'm actually 3rd in the Kings League, so not too bad, not doing too bad, and I haven't been pushed a lot, because a lot of people have got the ultimate form, but they're not able to get it to do what they want it to do. But with my deck, I'm doing exactly what I want to do. Get in there, get the trophies. Every time you hit one of the bosses that are 17 quadrillion, with this deck, if you get your nuke off, you'll get 20% damage. Once you get in, you hit the boss, you get your 20% damage. Don't stay and try to fight the long fight. Get in, do your 20%, get out, hit an next boss, do your 20%. If you can hit, say, around about 20 or 30 bosses within, say, a half an hour period, that's quite a number of trophies you will be collecting. So I'm playing the quick game, and that's all I'm doing. Get in, get my trophies, get out, hit as much bosses as possible. When I run out of keys, I just farm keys and start the cycle over again. So if this video has been helpful, you can leave a like on the video, you can ask questions in the comment section below, you can leave a comment in the comment section below. This is Octane saying, hope you've been enjoying the event, enjoy the rest of your day, and bye for now.